Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone on Zoom. I trust that you also exist in three-dimensional space. Um, Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thanks very much to Sarah and everyone else who organized this event. It's a great event, and it's a pleasure to be here, an honor to be here. I'll go ahead and start with my poem that's in the issue. The day after I started this poem, David Lynch died. 1. Headlights wind through Beverly Hills. A terrible accident on Mulholland Drive. I have no idea what is happening, though this is one of my favorite films. One thing we do know, llorando por tu amor. The film is exactly like life. Who knows what the hell is going on? In the real world, Los Angeles is burning. 2. To the sounds of a swing band, the kids twirl each other. There's a stranger waiting inside your house. She cannot remember her own name. A rumpled bed with blood-red sheets. A man who hides behind the diner. He's the one doing it. I have to get rid of this god-awful feeling. 3. Betty is blonde and wide-eyed. Her dream is to be a great actress. Diane is slumped in her bed. You can tell right away that she's dead. She couldn't cut it in Hollywood. I guess that's how my mother looked when my sister found her in her room. 4. It's been a very strange day and getting stranger. In the real world, the day after I started this poem, David Lynch died. A metallic blue box, a metallic blue key. All it takes is a turn to another universe. Betty's doppelganger inserts the key, falls into the blackness of an open blue box. In the real world, in my teenage years, I watched as my mother fell and fell into the dark. 5. Betty is in her bathrobe. Her names are Jealousy, Lust, and Diane. Her names are Smiles and Lipstick Smudges. Someone is always knocking on the door. No hay banda, il n'y a pas d'orchestre. There is a universe in which my mother doesn't take those pills, a universe in which she sobers and learns to live. David Lynch knows our only universe is this one. 6. There's a stranger waiting inside your house. She cannot remember her own name. She slumps in her bed so you know right away that she's dead. In a theater, in the middle of the night, Rebecca Del Rio sings Llorando. It's so beautiful, everybody weeps. In the real world, I weep too, but I cannot tell you why. 7. Old age chases Diane into her bedroom, hands outstretched like predatory claws. There's no way out, and Diane puts the gun into her mouth. Her pill is a bullet. Meanwhile, in an empty theater, a woman whispers, "Silencio." Her hair is bold metallic blue, the color of the key to another universe. Thanks. So I'm going to read just one other poem because it's also a longish poem. And I thought it was appropriate because it also has a David Lynch reference in it. It's helpful if you know David Lynch's films, but if not, I hope they still make sense. And actually, this one, it's really a poem about my friend Corey Zeller, who's a close friend of mine and also has been a really wonderful poetry mentor for me over the years. Corey says when he's living under a bridge, he'll yell, "Don't you know who I am? I was published in Poetry Magazine." When Corey writes a heartbreaking poem, he's sure he'll never write another poem. When Corey and I are having drinks, he's sure we should have more drinks. His eyes go glassy behind their fish bowls. Our Syracuse hangouts have all closed down. The signs have all gone lights out. Mellow Velo and Beer Belly Deli, places where hipsters and gutter punks watched soccer games. A while back, Corey helped me move for the 4th year running. Syracuse to Baltimore to Syracuse to Baltimore for good. Something about a marriage, something about a job. I barely remember it now. He helped me heave the world's heaviest bed frame. We dropped it off for a woman named Zaya, whose divorce foreshadowed my divorce. We were so relieved to be rid of the frame that we rolled down our windows and yelled, "I'll fuck anything that moves," although it wasn't true. I was still married, and Corey was all but married. But we'd been discussing the film Blue Velvet and the leather jacket horror of Frank Booth, a character played by Dennis Hopper, who went to my high school in La Mesa, California, and was voted most likely to succeed, which he did and didn't. In the film, Frank yells, "I'll fuck anything that moves," which we thought was a funny thing to yell from a moving truck. And harmless, since this was Syracuse and the streets were empty, aside from a few bits of refuse floating on the breeze, Dorito bags collecting in gutters, cigarette cellophane on late gray-brown snow, lonely ghosts in search of other ghosts. We were sure this would be even funnier one day, looking back on our cri de coeur flung from a U-Haul truck. As I drove away, Corey was sure he'd never see me again. I've always distrusted the phrase "making memories," as if we lived only for imagined future selves. But look at us. There we are, hungry ghosts in search of other ghosts, a little sad, smiling, waving from a photograph. Thank you.